Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail for this video, I am going to be sharing my concert and artist merch that I've collected over the last, I don't even know however many years. Some of it I've had for quite a while, and a lot of it is actually newer merch items from more recent tours and more recent concerts that we have been to. And I've seen a lot of other people do videos like this as well, where they show off their concert merch haul, collection, whatever. And I thought it would just be fun to go through mine and kind of go back in time to revisit the concerts that I've been to in the past, the shows that I've been to, and just go through all of this merch. Some of it I don't actually wear anymore. It's just gotten too small, or it's just not really my style anymore. So we do have a box of like old clothes, old merch, stuff like that we put stuff in that we just don't really want to get rid of yet, but we don't wear. So some of this has been in that box, and it was really fun to go through it and pull some of this stuff out and also just see what else was in the box. It definitely brought up some old memories, and it was really cool to do, and I'm just excited to go through these merch items as well. So with no more of an introduction, let's get into this week's video. Now, I've got to say, there's really no rhyme or reason to how I have this merch organized, other than like artists' merch is with their same merch. So like, I'm going to start with some Taylor Swift stuff. So I've got all of her stuff here. And then I've got some like other artists that I have a couple of items for as well. So their stuff is together, but that's about it. There's really no rhyme or reason to the organization, but let's start with Taylor Swift because it is the majority of what I have. Her section is the biggest. As you all know, as you should know, I am a big Taylor Swift fan, and so I have quite a few merch items. And to start, I will start with what I actually got from the concert itself. So this isn't anything big or groundbreaking. It's just the bag that the merch came in from the show. All of you have probably seen this. If you were at the show, you probably have the bag as well. I don't know why I kept it. I thought it would be fun to keep it. So I have the bag still. I also have our bracelets from the show. So you can see it's got the TaylorSwift.com on it, and then it was sponsored by Capital One. We did keep the little pull tabs, so we put them back in here. If it'll light up. Yeah, so you can see it still lights up, and then if you put the pull tab back in, it saves the battery. So then they last way longer, and they light up, but they don't like work obviously because you have to be in the area of the concert as it's happening for them to actually sync up. But we still have them, and the pull tabs are in so that the batteries stay working. And then from the actual concert, the day of our show, I actually only bought one item, and it is the blue crew neck. This is a regular sweatshirt in my rotation. I buy merch and I want to wear it until I can't anymore, or until I just like don't want to anymore. And this one is in my regular rotation. It is such a nice, comfortable crew neck sweatshirt. It's not super thick, it's pretty light. So even if it's a little bit warmer, you can still wear it and not sweat through it. And I just really like it. It's super simple. I love the blue. So the front says Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour. The back has all of the cities as well as her album titles. At this point, Tortured Poets Department had not even been announced yet. So this only goes up to midnight. I'm not sure if they updated this after she released that. I would assume they did because most merch got updated post Tortured Poets Department. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't have anything that actually includes Tortured Poets Department. Most of this was bought before they updated it. So I have the blue crew neck. This was the only thing that I got on the day of the show. However, to prepare for the show and my original outfit idea, I got this t-shirt from her website. It's the acid wash like band tee material shirt, and I was gonna wear this to the show. I just didn't really like how it fit me, and so I didn't want to wear it the day of. However, I do still wear it all the time. It's a nice, comfortable little sleep shirt. So you can see the front here, it's got the Eras Tour logo. It only goes up to Midnights. That's why she's front and center, her Midnights era. And on the back, it does have the Eras Tour 2023, because that was the year that we saw her. And then as well as all of the cities on the back. This one, the more you wear it, the more you wash it, the softer it gets, the more comfortable it gets, the more it starts to fade. and I really like that look. So I've worn it frequently. I try to wear it as much as I can. Again, I usually only wear it to bed, and so nighttime is kind of the only time that I wear it. I don't really wear it out or anything, but the more you wear it, the softer it gets, and I really like that. And then I also got this crew neck from her website. It's Taylor Swift The Eras Tour, and then in all of the letters there's a picture of her, so you can see you've got debut, speak now, or not speak now, fearless, speak now, and it's just got like a bunch of different eras of her in this. There is nothing on the back, but on the sleeves it does have 2023 on this one, so you can see that. And then on the other sleeve is the cities from the tour. And I wear this one occasionally. This one fits a little bit smaller than how I would like. And at this point, I didn't really know her merch sizing. Now I know to size up when it comes to her merch. I used to get mediums. Now I get larges just because I feel like her sizing can be a little wonky. So I tend to size up with her stuff. So I don't wear this one super often just because it fits a little bit small, but I do still really like this one. And then the last Taylor Swift merch item, which might be my favorite one from like the Eras Tour, other than the blue crew neck, obviously, because this one I wear quite frequently, and this one I got on Black Friday sale. It was like $15 or something. It was super on sale, super cheap, and I had been eyeing it for a long time, kind of even at my show, but I didn't get it. It is the black hoodie. It has the Eras Tour logo on the front. Again, this one is only the midnight, so it doesn't go past midnights. This is an older one. Down the sleeve, it does say the Eras Tour. Maybe I can show it off a little bit better so you can see that. On the other sleeve, it does say Taylor Swift. This is kind of hard to show since it's on the sleeves, but you can see the Taylor Swift there. And then on the back, same as the crew neck, honestly, it's got the cities with the albums as well, going up to midnights. Because I sized up on this one, it's like a nice little bigger sized hoodie, and it just fits really nicely. And it's warm enough to where if I'm a little bit chilly, it'll keep me warm, but it's not too warm to where I'm gonna sweat if it's a little bit warm outside. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is such a good hoodie. But that's it for Taylor. So now we're going to move into all of the other artists. I just thought we would start with her and get her tour stuff out of the way. Unfortunately, I have only ever seen her on the Eras Tour. I think I've said this before. It will be like one of my biggest regrets not having seen the Reputation tour. Oh, I wish I had seen that. I don't know why I didn't. I mean, I was in college, so I didn't have money to spend on concert tickets, but I wish I could have. So the only tour merch of Taylor's I have is from the Eras Tour. But if she ever tours again, best believe I will 1000% try and be there. But to start with everyone else, I've got a whole stack here. Some of this is actually not just me or not me kind of period. Some of it is Connor, concerts that he's gone to. And so I thought I would just show it off real quick as well. He's seen Bastille a couple of times. It used to be one of his favorite bands. I know he still really likes them. He had seen them on the Wild World tour. So he has this black t-shirt from the tour when he saw them for this show. He used to wear this shirt all the time. This is one that now sits in our like memory box of merch. So he's got that one. And then on their Doom Days tour, we did actually go together. We traveled from Indiana to Ohio because we were living in Indiana at the time to see them. And it was a really good show. He got this crew neck. It's this really bright yellow that somehow features the album. I don't quite know. I listen to their music, but I'm not like big Bastille fan like he is. But it was still a really cool show, and he has this crew neck. There's nothing else on it. This one also now just kind of lives in our memory box because it was a fun show to go to, but this sweatshirt doesn't fit either of us anymore. And then also from that show, if any of you remember, artists used to give out free CDs when you would buy a ticket to their show. So we each got a CD of the album Doom Days, and we have these now that sit in our CD collection. And I miss the era when artists would do that. You would just get a free CD with your ticket, with every ticket you bought to their show. And it was just a really cool thing to do. So we have these, and there's one more artist that we have CDs for that I'll show when I get there. But my next artist is a more recent one. It is Sabrina Carpenter. We did see her Short and Sweet tour when she was in Denver as well. And the only merch item that I got from her show is this brown crew neck. I really, really, really like this crew neck. I think my one comment on it is that it's not stretchy. It is not a stretchy material. So even though I sized up to a large, it fits like a good, nice fit, but it's not like a big comfy fit. Do you know what I mean? So I wish I had kind of sized up to an extra large to get it to be like a little baggier, a little more flowy, a little more comfortable. But I do wear this one and I think it looks really good paired with just like a light pair of jeans. And so this is kind of like a more fall time crew neck, and I do wear this one. I do really like it. So you can see the front here, it's just got her with the short and sweet. That's all that's on this one. There is nothing else on the sleeves. There is nothing else on the back. It's just super simple and I like that. I like a good simple merch item, especially if it's gonna be like a sweatshirt or something that I want to wear out and about. Next up is also a more recent artist. It is Olivia Rodrigo. We did see her Guts tour and I got this t-shirt. I just really liked it. I thought it was super cool. I like the simplicity of the gray with mostly white but a little bit of purple because purple is her color. There is nothing on the back or the sleeves. It's just the plain gray. And this is another one similar to the Taylor Swift like acid wash one, where the more you wash it, the softer it gets and it like starts to fade a little bit and it just looks even cooler, I think personally. So I do wear this one. This is another, tends to be just like a sleep shirt when I'm tired and ready to go to bed, or we're just lounging around the apartment is when I typically wear this one, but this one still stays hanging in our closet. So there's Olivia Rodrigo. Next is some Connor specific merch. He is a big Omar Apollo fan and we did see him, I think it was last year that we saw him. So he did pick up a couple pieces of merch. He got this t-shirt which has this anatomy skeleton on it. I don't really know, with God Said No and then Omar Apollo on the bottom. Maybe I can hold it up a little bit better. There you go. Can you see that? Cool. And then on the back, it's got the Tour Stops 2024 tour. Yeah, so this would have been last year that we saw him. So he got this t-shirt and then afterward, or maybe this was before, he got two things. So he got this t-shirt and then he also picked up this sweatshirt. And I think he had grabbed the sweatshirt first and then sat there thinking and was like, I think I want to go back and get the t-shirt. And he was contemplating it and he was debating it. He's like, I'm gonna go see how much the t-shirt was. So he went back and he came back with the t-shirt. Here's the hoodie that he got. It's just a simple like light heather gray God Said No with his like logo or emblem here on the top. That's it to it. There's nothing on the back or the sleeves. It is just this simple hoodie and he likes both of these. He tends to wear them frequently, I would say. And then moving on, we only have a few more items left. Next up is Katy Perry. I have seen Katy Perry 3 times. I saw her on the Prism World Tour, the Witness Tour, and now the most recent Lifetimes Tour, which was only a couple weeks ago. So I don't really have any merch from the Prism Tour. I know my mom does. When we bought tickets to that, we got a whole like box of goodies. There was like a lanyard, there were some beach towels, maybe some sort of like prints or something in there. But my mom has all of that stuff at her house, so I don't have anything from that show. But from the Witness Tour, I do have this long sleeve, which I really liked and unfortunately does not fit me anymore, so I can't wear it. But on the front, it just says Witness in the font that she used for the album. Both sleeves do have eyes going down them. I don't know how to show it very well to make it, there you go, you can kind of see that. And then on this sleeve it says Perry, and then on the other one with the eyes it says Katy. So Katy Perry between both sleeves, you can see that. And then on the back it just says the Witness Tour with all of the cities. So there's this long sleeve. Again, I do really like this one. Even still, I like the design of this one. I like the theming around the album with the eyes, and it was a great show. I can't lie. Unfortunately, this doesn't fit me anymore. However, we did go to the Lifetimes Tour, as I said, and I did get a t-shirt from there, and I love this t-shirt. It's a simple black t-shirt. The front here has the butterfly logo with KP, and then on the back, it's got a picture of her 143, and then on the bottom, it's got all of the tour stops on it. The thing with our show is that it was supposed to actually be in May, and then the week of the show, it got rescheduled to July. So my mom was literally out here visiting. It got rescheduled. she came back out here for the July show, and it was still a really good show. If there's one thing about Katy Perry, she's gonna put on an incredible show. It's not gonna be like anybody else. It's always gonna be very well themed. She has budget for it. She is a great performer, a great entertainer, and I've seen a lot of like clips of her show and stuff. And TikTok is really good at showing the like 10 seconds out of an entire 2.5 hour show and being like how cringy this is. And it's like, put it into context. Y'all have not seen this show. You don't know how good it actually was, but it was a really good show. So I did get this shirt to remember the show, and yeah, I just really liked this one. And this one is a very comfortable shirt. This one will fade over time too. My mom got the exact same one and it had already faded more than what mine did. So the more you wash it, the more it's gonna fade and get like softer feel to it as well. And then moving on, I have one shirt from Beyonce. We did go to the Cowboy Carter tour. This is the shirt that I got. It's a simple plain black one that says, "This ain't a country tour, it's a Beyonce tour," with 3 stars. And I think it's because there's gonna be 3 acts to the album. So why not put 3 stars? And then on the back, it's got these cities for her US dates with a picture of her as well. And we saw her for this show in Chicago. We traveled to Chicago with some friends to see the Cowboy Carter show, and it was freezing cold. I can't lie, I was shivering and shaking the entire time because it got down to like 40 degrees out there, and it's an open air stadium and you're right by the water. It was so cold. I don't know what we could have done to warm up more other than just like leave. However, incredible show. Beyonce does an incredible job. Also from Beyonce show, we got our bracelets. These are the light up ones that she did as well. These ones are a little more themed than Taylor's. So it does say Cowboy Carter, and it's got the red, white, and blue like sash design that she wears in the cover of the album. We've got 2 of them here. These ones did not have like a pull tab to put back into them. So the batteries are probably dead. That's fine. It's okay. And then also, again, nothing special, but I did keep the bag from the merch stand. They put the t-shirt in. It's hard to see because of the reflection, but you can kind of see it there. It does say Cowboy Carter Tour, and then the logo in the middle, and then all of her other brands at the bottom: Sir Davis, Beyonce Parfums, and Sacred. So that's a fun little bag. I don't know. I just like to keep them. They're themed. They don't take up much space, and why not if I've got the space for them, you know? And then lastly, we've got 2 more pieces of merch. They kind of go hand in hand a little bit. You'll see why. The first one is another more recent tour, more recent concert. It is the Sweat Tour, Charlie XCX, Troye Sivan. We picked up this black shirt as well. There's lots of black shirts. Most shirts now are either black or white, so we tend to go for the black ones most of the time. The front, big bold sweat, and then the back is like where more of the design is, even though it's still not super designed. It's got their names at the top, the tour, some pixelated photos, and then all of the city stops at the bottom of the shirt, and this bright yellow font. And this one we picked up because it was a phenomenal show. It was so much fun. It might be like the most fun that I've had at a show. It was just a completely different vibe from our typical pop girl show that we go to, you know? And it was just really fun. And so we wanted to pick up a shirt to remember it. But to kind of go with that, I also have a sweatshirt from Troye Sivan when he did his tour for his Bloom album. We saw him in Chicago as well because we were living in Indiana at the time, so it was just an easy drive for us. But we picked up this hoodie. This was actually maybe the first concert, if not the first, one of the first concerts that Connor and I saw together, and it was really good. Kim Petras actually opened for him. Didn't know who she was at the time. She hadn't really like popped off yet. It's cool to like look back and be like, oh, we saw her before she like really blew up and became super popular. So yeah, I just thought that was fun. And then this hoodie is just a super simple black hoodie. It says Troye Sivan down here on the bottom. It's upside down, tour, and then the year 2018. There's nothing on the back. There's nothing on the sleeves. It's super simple, which is why we liked it, because we thought we would wear it more. However, we don't wear this one anymore because doesn't fit. Time does that to you. Clothes don't always fit as you get older, and that's okay, because now we have them to just kind of like look back and remember the shows that we've gone to. And that's kind of why I like getting t-shirts or some sort of merch item from this show, because even though we may not wear it forever. It's like, oh yeah, remember that show we went to? Like, let's look at this shirt. It's just really cool. And maybe one day, if we have enough collection of shirts and stuff that we don't really wear anymore, we could do like a t-shirt quilt or a blanket or something. I think that would be really fun. But we also ended up getting the free CDs from this tour as well with the tickets. So this was in that same like few years when you were getting CDs with every ticket you purchased. So we have 2 of these that we keep in our CD collection, but most of the time if we want to listen to this album, we listen to it on vinyl. Well, that is it for this video. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit on the shorter side. I think I say that for quite a few of my videos, and they still ended up being like 20 minutes long. So we'll see how, after editing all of this, how short it actually ends up being. But I hope you all enjoyed it. I have gotten a few requests to do this video to see my concert merch and show off the t-shirts and stuff that I've gotten from shows that I've been to in the past. And I thought it would be really fun. It was really cool to like think about the shows that I've seen before and look at old merch pieces. Even though we may not wear them anymore, we still have them and we still remember the shows. And it's just like a fun little memento from the little date nights or like just shows that we've been to in the past, you know? So it was really cool to sit and look at all of these and remember the shows that we've been to. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know what your favorite piece of concert merch is that you have. Do you have any of the same ones that I do? Maybe there's some that are super popular like the Eras Tour crew neck, or maybe there's some that you have that I don't, but it's still like one of your favorite pieces of concert merch. I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And if you're not already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Liking, commenting, and subscribing are all completely free ways that you can support my channel and my videos and my content. All that does is when you do one of those 3 things is it tells the YouTube algorithm, hey, somebody liked this video, people like this video, we can push it out to more people, and it just helps my channel grow and more people to see my content who hopefully will like my videos just like you did. But with all of that said, thank you all so much for watching another one of my videos. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day and an incredible weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.